when glass cools down, you can't manipulate it. If you heat glass up, you can manipulate it. So when making anything blown, you know, it's very important to try to keep everything symmetrical. It's kind of like working on a pottery wheel. You don't want your piece flopping all over the place because you don't have as much control over it. So we're going to put a blob of clear glass right here. And this is what the bowl's going to sit on. It's going to be nice and heavy so the bowl just doesn't tip over real easy. My name's Grant Charpentier, and we are at the Emporia Glass shop. I am a secondary art ed major and a glass forming major. I'm from Lenexa, Kansas, born and raised. So every weekend I get to come here and play for 9 hours and blow glass on Saturdays. So this is our glass furnace. We have two of them, and this one over here is our new one, and it runs at about 2,130 degrees. And when we decide to charge it, which is throwing in more glass to fill it up with more molten glass, we melt it down at about 2,200. So this is the new one that we built this last fall. It's pretty sharp. It's like the Rolex of furnaces. All right, so I'm going to be doing a reticello bowl, and a reticello bowl is when I take cane, fuse them together, create a bubble, spin the cane one direction, and then put that away for a sec, and then create another bubble of cane, spin it the other direction. So cane will be going this way, cane will be going that way. I'll have it in a cup, and I'll take the bubble, stick it inside the other cup, blow into it, and everywhere the cane comes in contact with each other and crosses each other, they'll create a bubble at that spot. This is a really difficult technique that I have had a hard time doing, so it's going to be interesting if I can actually nail this. So let's get to it. I just picked up the cane on top of this blowpipe, so now I'm going to try to fuse this together and then eventually make it into a bubble. This isn't a technique that I made up by all means. This is a technique I learned from a peer that learned from another peer that learned from another peer that they probably learned from a book or some professional, you know. So how we make cane is we take solid color that's kind of in a cylinder, and we pick it up, gather a bunch of clear glass around it, then stick another pipe here and we pull it out really long, and creates these long strings of cane, and this is what we use to fuse together and create a bubble. A bunch of these. So right now I'm just heating up the punny so then I can cut grooves near the bottom so the break off will go a little bit smoother for me. Oh, I'm so happy I got that baby, even though it was a baby. So happy I got it in there. I mean, like, I didn't do it perfect, you know. I don't think I'll ever make one of those perfect. Come on, babe. No matter how many times I try. Oh. But that's fine with me as long as it's in there. Oh, and cooling down, you know? Like, thanks, man. Yeah. We actually got one. Took revenge against glass today.